For those of you that have a Focus ST and have been kicking around for a while at 300 wheel horsepower, you know exactly how exciting and fun to drive the ST is at that power level. For those of you that are looking to get to 300 horsepower, make sure you check out our video, How to Get to 300 Horsepower. For some of you, 300 horsepower is not going to be enough. It's me, I'm some of you. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to get to So like we covered in the 300 horsepower video, you are going to need all the bolt-ons in order to get the turbo to flow as efficiently as possible and hit that 400 horsepower mark. That's going to be intake, downpipe, intercooler, and that sort of thing. And that's going to allow you to free up the airflow necessary to get there. Now, for turbos, the 400 horsepower mark, the sweet spot, at least for me personally, is going to be the GTX 2867 or the B&R 67 turbo. This is a B&R turbo, and they are going to both perform similarly with quick spooling, good street manners, and enough juice to get you to that 400 or a little bit more. Now, along with the turbo, besides the other bolt-ons, you will need charge pipes, because as you can see from this Power Max, we have the blow-off valve built into the compressor housing. On this B&R turbo, and likewise on the GTX 2867 from ATP, there is no blow-off valve in the compressor housing. For that reason, you need to upgrade a charge pipe that's going to have a flange for the blow-off valve. I recommend, when going big turbo, to upgrade both charge pipes, because one of the biggest problems that we see with larger turbos is they flow so much air, they have higher boost pressure, and it's sustained boost pressure, not just the peak 23 pounds and tapers off to 11. It's sustained 23, 24 plus pounds of boost at 400 horsepower, much more boost, and you're going to end up blowing your factory charge pipes off every time you try to do a pull. That is why you need to upgrade them. They're not going to help necessarily make more power, but they are going to let you hold the power. As most of you guys know, the stock fuel system on the Focus ST is limited to about 370 wheel horsepower. I have a video that is out that covers the ST limits. You can check that out on our channel. And for a lot of you guys, 350 to 370 horsepower is going to be plenty, and you're never going to need to upgrade the fuel system. But this video is about how to make 400 horsepower. And to do that, you do need to upgrade the fuel system. The first thing that I recommend for that, the way that I prefer for 400 horsepower, is the XCI fuel pump. To get to 400 on the stock injectors, you're going to want to go with the XCI Evo pump, as it's going to flow more at higher pressures and be able to squeeze those last little drops out of the stock injectors. To do that, you will need an ethanol blend, because the ST is going to be knock limited in the upper 300 range, 380, 390, somewhere in that range. You're going to hit the knock limit on 93 octane fuel. On 91 octane fuel, it's going to be much lower. And then to get past that, you do need ethanol or water meth injection. So as for ethanol content, I do recommend with the fuel pump upgrade to go with something like an E30 or E40 blend, because that's going to get you enough ethanol content to get past the knock limit without taxing the fuel system too much. I like the XCI pump because it's plug and play, it's easy to install, and it's easy to tune for. Now, the other option is going to be AUX Fuel. I prefer the 4-port AUX Fuel kits, but you can do it with a 2-port AUX Fuel kit. Here we have the CPE fuel bar. This is just a rail and an adapter and a fuel rail, not a full kit. But there are companies like Stratified that carry full kits that are everything you need to install it. You do have to tap into your wiring harness, and that can add a few extra steps that trip some people up and cause issues, which is why I feel like the XCI system is a bit more reliable, because there's less pitfalls, essentially. Now, if you're going with a 4-port AUX fuel kit, you can run higher ethanol blends. You can run E50 and keep your tune on a dual fuel setup. Like what I offer is a dual fuel map where you have pump gas 91, 93 octane on one slot and an E50 blend on another slot. And that allows everything to be nice and easy. If you want to run fully 85, you can do that also with the 4-port AUX Fuel. In order to run fully 85 with the XDI setup, you do need to upgrade the injectors as well. Between the two, the 4-port AUX Fuel and the XDI setup, the 4-port AUX Fuel is going to have a higher ceiling. I have a video that you can check out on our channel that covers the XDI versus 4-port AUX Fuel and kind of explains the benefits, the pros and cons to both. Now, I know you guys are hearing me talk about a lot of different ethanol blends. I'm not going to go into detail as to why I'm going with those specific blends in this video, but if you want to see a deeper dive on that, leave a comment because we may make a video on ethanol blends and why we pick certain ones in the future. Now, there are also a ton of different turbo options that you can get from 350 horsepower to 500 horsepower, and they range in increments of like 10 horsepower, and you can pick any of the millions of them that there are. I picked the GTX 2867 because it shows time and time again that it can do 400 and a little more and do it reliably and be a nice, clean street setup. And you won't have to worry about building your motor with that turbo. But as with the last video, 400 horsepower is not going to be enough for some of you. So for the next video, we are going to show you how to get to 500 horsepower. Remember guys, if you check all these boxes and you bring me your Focus ST with a setup with turbo and fuel system, I'll be happy to get you to your goal of 400 horsepower or more. If your goals don't fit in the box that we just laid out, then you can shoot me an email to tuning@edgeautosport.com and I'd be happy to walk through any build questions you have and get you to whatever goals you have. We are happy to support you guys for tuning and for parts, and we'll catch you next time.